Now, guys, the problem is you are not doing your due diligence. Now, if you have evidence and people are trying to get rid of the evidence and cover things up, you have to give them assumptions also. So while you're plugging in false data on things like Facebook and directly on Messenger and certain things, because they're consumed with finding out noise. Basically, they're just fools that chasing nonsense. Basically, increase the probabilities. So far, you know that I'm going around to churches. What church has the evidence you're looking for also that the fire station has on my parents abusing me that they never turned in basically years ago? And the fire station coming to the house to abuse me. What church has that? I'm teaching you guys that. And out of the thousand churches of the dot-com genius, basically, thousands and thousands, how many churches has it locally? And if you restrict those churches, how much money can those churches get from you blocking them, basically? Especially if it's a black church, it's a civil rights problem. How much assumptions now? How much money can the churches get from Facebook, Google, Meta if something happens to me? From doing a civil rights problem, basically. How much, if something were to happen to me, what church has the evidence, and how many churches can sue, especially locally, from restricting me, basically, and from doing all the evil things that the fire station has, that the New York Times has, and all the major newspapers in the country have, even in London, basically. You're going to get red ticket if you ever travel to somewhere like the UK or certain places like Jamaica, because those newspapers have it and they automatically submit those to their government agencies, basically. And you're certain things. You messed up your own future. You messed up your own career. The best thing you can do is quietly arrest those people and then seek other positions that are on crime-fighting positions, basically. That's the best thing you to do. Or if you were a person that didn't participate in it all, kindly find somewhere else to work. I'm being honest with you. I'm a very honest person. What are the assumptions? So I've been going around to all these different churches. What churches have the evidence of Maxim Marlene? My dad beating me with an iron. Set me up before I even got in the hospital, doing all those abusive things. What church has that and has it hold just in case something happens to me? Out of all the thousands of churches I've been calling, Chicago, Martin Luther King's original church, how many of those churches, I'm getting rid of the possibility of a cover and a lie, basically, because I speak the truth. There are churches that have it, and there are journalists that have it. So continue doing what you do, run for president, and then get arrested on your campaign, or be a person that supported, that claims you support God, and then be arrested and be named a cult later on in your own church, basically, especially when you're traveling to other countries. Or simply they walk in one day when you're preaching and you get arrested. I'm giving you guys the assumptions here. I'm giving you guys all the possibilities. I'm putting it right in front of you. If something happens to me, the churches are going to be able to sue. The newspapers are going to be able to sue all over the country from you restricting things. It's going to go in the Library of Congress as a civil right, one of the worst civil rights things ever. And it's going to be stamped. Your kids, their names are going to be stamped with it. And your kids are going to go try to get jobs later on, your grandkids, and they're going to know you did this to Jason Loftus because everybody downloaded millions of it all over the country, And the newspapers have it. They download it. DJs will download it because I call the synagogues and I call other churches all over too that are in my network. And I pass out flyers. I do every single thing. I hustle directly, passing out things. I do it markedly, and businesses all over the country. 30,000 texts to businesses all over the country every single day, basically. That's the ultimate hack. That's simple.